So, well, it's been a while since I'm reviewing this, seeing that the chapters has been full of despair. But for the first time, it seems that something is heading up. It's the Toriko chapter 371. Akashia is in the presence of them all. Of course, consider them all flies hanging around God. As they seem to be sweating, but Akashia noticed that the two flies of Starjun and Toriko are different. And it's revealed that Toriko detected that Jiro died. So finally, Akashia tells everybody why he is like this. It's simply because, well, how do you summarize this? He gave up. Uh, he says he's abandoned his virginity, more like he hunted down an ingredient as a Bishika around 4 or 5. He cannot even remember the first ingredient he ate. He only knew that the appetite demon inside of him was extremely frightening. So he considered himself he had no identity. So he began to ask himself that every day. And why couldn't were his own emotions his own thing? So he ran and ran in order to devote any ingredient he can. But even when he ate everything in the world, he considered him still empty. And he wanted running away from an appetite or from himself. It's then that the appetite demon Neo told Akashia that there would be new ingredients even he had not aided. That's why he gave himself in to Neo and decided that he was gonna do it at. The final words he had told Jiro that day was, "The food of the people and my fate I entrusted all to you." That was the last goodwill Akashia did before he gave up on knowing who he really was and nothing else more. So in the end, the wise Akashia who fought for people was nothing. He was simply an egomaniac who wanted to know everything about himself. So Toriko of course says he can have none of those things and that he's just using that as an excuse. No one is a slave to his gourmet cells nor its appetite. And they decide himself, say shaking. But of course Akashia do not take them seriously, considering that he right now has the power of a god. But even though the four heavenly kings are also still sweating, none of them are reacting with fear. But it also seems that Yoa, who apparently now is considered to be female, can not is using fungus that is apparently immune. It's during this time that they reveal that the face of the four heavenly kings and Starjun are that of hope. And we all know Neo's favorite taste in food are despair. But there is not a single bit of despair in the eyes of the Mauler. And that's because just before Jiro was eaten, he communicated through to them to go the message of hope. And it reached by smell by Toriko, sound by Toriko, Zebra, Coco electromagnetic range, and Sunny touch of vibrations. So it's almost similar like Embu. Every single cell is hoping. Outside, the last three of the blue nitro, Pear, Air, and the final one, who's revealed to be Center, is bringing Center is bringing the ingredients center to this place. They all prepare to seal Akashia, but we all know that they won't be able to seal him. No, Toriko will defeat him and destroy himself forever. So as Akashia prepares to fight them all, saying he's gonna turn them all to despair, Coco decides that the rest of the four heavenly kings are gonna deal with Yoa, who of course do not take them seriously. But as the Tokage suddenly begins to change into shapes, I guess is the chefs that she still has under control, the god ingredient, the god frog is suddenly looking like it's in pain. And if it's in pain, then I can only guess why. It's because Komatsu, who was eaten by that frog, is alive in its belly and is cooking that belly from the inside out. So yeah, Hope is still in the eyes of the kings. And will they defeat Akashia? Of course they will defeat Akashia. They must defeat Akashia! I'm tired of all this despair in this Toriko manga. It's bad enough that it had to rush itself to its ending without even introducing the other civilizations, the other 8 kings, their names, or anything else. Yes! Right now, I gotta say I'm pretty pissed off at the Toriko manga for everything it did. It introduced all those disgusting things, and yet it didn't even finish anything. If Toriko ever gets a new enemy, they better change Komatsu's voice actor, and they better adapt everything else so we at least can see the civilizations and the name of the kings. But the 8 kings are also supposed to head this way. Will they deal with the blue nitro? Probably. Give me your thoughts if you have any.